and Happy New Year! To start off this new year, we are going to make tie-dyed lead ropes. These are not super complicated to make, but they are a little messy. So to get on with the craft, you will need to start off with white lead ropes. If you watched my previous lead rope making video, you will simply just need to make white lead ropes. It's super easy. So let's jump right on it. You'll need a white lead rope. I will be making 2 today. You will also need a cup of water. You do not need a ton of water depending on how many different colors you want. You'll also need an empty cup, which we'll be using to dump some of our other colored water in, as well as 2 little cups. These are just little medicine cups that we have around the house. You can also use big cups, but I like to use as less water as possible. Need food coloring. Make sure this food coloring is one that stains, because you want the color to stay. If you do not get one that stains, then anytime your lead rope is in water, which I don't know why it would be, but just in case if it gets wet, it will end up washing away. So make sure it does stain. You will want rubber gloves, something rubber or like a plastic bag to cover your surface. You can use a garbage bag, a plastic bag like I have here, or anything else that kind of repels water, as well as some paper towels. Now my surface is all ready to go. I laid down my plastic bag, then put my paper towel over so it soaks up any water that may spill, and I set out my 2 cups. Now you need to just pour water into both of them and then pick out the food coloring colors you want your lead ropes to be. Okay, my little cups are now full of water, as well as I got my gloves on. And here are the colors I will be using for my first lead rope. I'll be using green and yellow. I haven't had a whole lot of luck with yellow, but we're going to try it today and see how well it turns out. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in their cups. The more food coloring you add, the darker your color will be. To simply stir these, I'll either stick my finger in there, just kind of give them a little stir. You could probably just plain get a toothpick, but I decided not to today, so I'll just tap the paper towel there. Stir this one as well. So tap that on the paper towel there. So that's fine. So there we go. So now they're stirred and everything. So once again, make sure you realize that this food coloring does stain your clothes. So don't wipe your hands on your pants or anything. So now we're going to get the lead ropes and stick them in. So lead rope 1 here will be green and yellow. So what I'm going to do for him is I'm simply folding him in half, and I'm going to stick him in so half of him will stick out, and then when we want, we'll flip him over and put him into the yellow. Doesn't want to go in there. It's approximately half. Okay, and you can already see that he is soaking up the green color quite nicely. So now I'm going to set my timer for about 20 minutes. So usually 10, 15, 20 minutes usually does really good. I always say longer is better, but as you can see the green kind of creeping up. So if you think, oh, maybe that's just too far for me, you can always go ahead and pull him out. Once you pull it out, you're going to set it on your paper towel and you're going to damp him off as much as you possibly can. Okay, and it has been 20 minutes, and as you can tell, my lead rope is very green now. So it did creep up all the way pretty much. So now I'm going to go ahead and take him out and tap him on my paper towel and get as much water out of him as possible. Okay, look how pretty that green turned out. I was kind of hoping for a little darker, but that turned out as a beautiful minty green. So now for the second color, you can do multiple different choices. You can just stick the one end in, either or you can stick the middle in. I think I'm gonna stick the end into our yellow here, and I'm guessing they're probably gonna mix, so I can't wait to find out what color it's going to kind of look like. So let's stick him in. Now wait another 20 or 15 minutes. Okay, so I only waited 15 minutes this time, and I can see the beautiful yellow creeping up. So we're gonna do the exact same process. I'm gonna pull him out, damp him off, and I think he'll be done. Okay, and this is our finished product. We have a minty, like green lead rope going into a yellow, which is almost kind of like a yellow green, and the very end tip is yellow. Oh, this is a beautiful lead rope. Now you do want to let these guys sit out to fully dry for at least maybe half an hour, sometimes a little less. You just want to make sure they're 100% dry, because if you touch them when they are wet, you will get stained with the food coloring dye. So you don't want that to happen, so make sure these guys are 100% dry before you do use them. So now let's make lead rope number 2. For lead rope number 2, I'm going to do a brown lead rope. For this one, I will not show you as much as I did for the first one. So I'm simply going to mix all the colors together that I got, stick him in it, pull him out, and damp him off. So I'll be right back once all of that's done. Okay, to start off, I realized that you only needed green and red to mix together to make brown. So I ended up pulling it out and remixing colors. So here's the correct color, and here's with all the colors. It didn't look very good, so I now officially made brown the correct way. So yeah. You know, sometimes we all have brain farts. So now let's pull out this lovely lead rope and see how he looks. One more thing, I let him sit in here for 22 minutes. Okay, so the lead rope turned out as this brownie purple color. I like it very much. So this lead rope will be this solid color. So now I'm going to set out both my lead ropes for about half an hour and then come check on them. Something I'll be doing while I wait for my lead ropes to officially dry is I'll be cleaning up my area. Okay, it has finally been 1 hour and my lead ropes are officially done. I can touch them, I can pet them, I can run my hands, I could pet them all day, and I won't get any dye on me whatsoever. So these are super fun, super simple lead ropes to make, and I hope you enjoyed making them with me. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss out on next week's video. Tell your friends, and see you all next week. Bye!